the wrong way around. There we go. Hello. Welcome to Rascal Comedy. I feel like I'm wearing it like a scarf. Welcome to the only show that forces comedians to... What are those voices? I hear voices. I hear children on the same...
That's my children.
Not mine.
Like the St. Patrick's Day show, like a pub. You shouldn't have the kids in here. You shouldn't be watching. No child should be watching this show. But welcome to the show. If it is your first time, this is where we get the comedians and we interrogate them and ask them questions, and then we make them perform like monkeys. So
can someone get me some earphones?
I think we might have to mute one of the comics. No hard feelings. I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, he's muted. Okay, so what's happening in the world? Well, because it's Paddy's Day, I'm happy to announce that Galway Air Square in the west of Ireland has reported that they are 400% less vomit in Air Square since the pandemic. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that what kind of St. Patrick's Day is all about? Just that everyone's drunk. Everybody fluid is on the streets. It's nasty. It's very, very nasty. It's not nice. What is up with that? Can we not just be civil, people? You know, I feel like, you know, the Joker, whenever he's doing this speech about people just losing their minds and becoming animals. I feel like when we drink, everything just goes out the window and we turn into crazy, crazy animals. I'm just now lecturing the public about why they shouldn't drink. But no, it's Paddy's Day. It's Paddy's Day. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. What else has been happening? I'm not a big fan of mumble rap. I'm not liking that stuff. I find it very raw because they don't use instruments or words, or they don't even sing. Like they don't. They just all I hear is sounds. I feel like I'm listening to a track of dolphins remixing and rapping. You know, like, I feel like I'm listening to like a CD from SeaWorld. They're all going. You know. Next time you collaborate with a song, don't use Flipper and Fungi. You know, I'm just sick of these TikTok rappers because they keep using the worst problems to complain with. Like, at least the Blues had some good topics. They had, like, you know, my wife has passed away and I can't feed my kids. Good, powerful themes. These TikTok rappers are rapping about, like, what they got in their last Happy Meal. It's not on. Or they're not happy with the color of their Starbucks cup. It's just first world problems. Right, that's enough out of me. Let's meet the comedians. Let's see what we have today. Okay, we've got David. He's been on the show before. We got Kelly from Toronto. Danny's been muted because he was too, but he's allowed to talk now. There we go. And then we got Dewayne. Yeah, I had to mute you. You were too loud. Oh, no, now I can't hear him.
He's still here.
He's muted himself. His kid took over.
It's that hat.
Yeah.
He's like the grumpiest leprechaun. He's like Grumpy from Snow White.
It looks like a boxing robe from this angle. It's like
I can't tell
the shittiest boxer ever.
How's that?
That's much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yay.
Much better.
There you go. I'm getting rid of the hat then.
Yeah, you don't have to wear the hat. You look more like St. Patrick without the hat.
Oh my god.
What do you looks like?
It's very itchy.
We've got Alex already commenting. St. Patrick needs to come back and get rid of more snakes.
Yeah.
All right. PM me, hon.
Who would that be?
Yeah, I'm confused. So how are we doing, guys? How are we getting on? Everyone's drinking.
Everyone, yeah.
Kelly,
I'm not.
I'm drinking coffee.
You're drinking coffee.
Coffee.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Me
like,
too.
it's
I'm
like
such an old fuck.
But it's like 3:00 in Toronto, you know?
Yeah.
If you were like, I've got a beer, we'd be like, right, we need to talk. This isn't therapy, this is comedy.
I feel like it's acceptable during the pandemic to be drinking at any
all the time.
day.
all the time.
All the time.
All
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Okay, all when you're awake, whatever. It's technical.
Yeah. Don't drink when you're asleep. So our first comedian is Dewayne White, not Dwayne Green or Dwayne Blue. No. Dwayne White. How are you, sir? Where are
I'm
you?
doing well.
You're in DC, is that right?
I am. Yeah, I'm in DC.
DC. Wow. I've never even been to America, so this is all fun.
Don't start in DC. Go somewhere else first.
Why? What's wrong with DC?
There's so many better places. You can sit in traffic wherever you are. It's fine. Just go somewhere.
I can do that here.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Go somewhere fun in America.
I mean, I played Fallout 3, and that's set in DC, but it's 200 years after a nuclear war. Is it similar?
So it looks. That's sort of like that's January 7th ish.
Right. Okay. Nice. Yeah. I got to see all the
Sorry,
landmarks,
world, I
but they were all blown up. Yeah, it was interesting. It's very good. So that means now, so you live right beside Biden.
Yeah, well, so yeah, sort of. I'm down. I'm a little. It's like one of those things where you say, I think it's probably just like you say you're from Dublin, but you're really from like 20 miles away. It's probably you guys. I'm sure everybody does the same shit.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in Virginia. I'm like 20 miles south of the city, so I'm far enough away.
God.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 is based in Virginia.
Is it?
Yeah, I played that one as well.
You just
Is it a shitty town called Woodbridge?
Yeah.
Is it blown up?
Yeah.
Like people attacking a Home Depot? That's awesome. That's perfect.
All my tourism has just been me playing the PlayStation. Oh, America.
All your references are just to video games as well, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like they don't make video games based in Ireland. Everything's in America, so that's where I explore.
You've just tapped on €1 million idea there, Jack.
Yeah.
A video game based in Ireland.
It'd be so boring.
Nobody will buy.
No. We don't have guns here either, so like we just be bare knuckle fighting. You
we have a hurling fighting game.
Yeah, you couldn't rob a bank. There's no guns, so you'd have to be there like that the whole time,
Press A to drink this beer. Press B to hit someone with the mug. I like it.
That's just Wednesday. That'd be what it is.
That's just a normal Wednesday for us.
Dewayne, did you go down to the protest? The big famous protest?
No, man, no. I don't.
You weren't.
I swear I saw.
No. I'm not saying we were at the protest.
I probably had some relatives there. I'm pretty sure some of my family showed up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
We're going with the hat. We'll see related to.
How are you finding Biden, Wayne?
How am I fighting him? Let's see. I don't know. Fuck, it's not Trump, so I guess we're okay.
Don't worry, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he's he has a better doctor for his Botox. I know that. Then so that's
yeah. Absolutely.
It's good. So far, so good. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
we're all alive still.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great comedian, I forget his name, but he does Biden. But he did one where Biden is talking to himself in the mirror, and he's like, "Who are you? I'm you, man. Oh, there's been a breach of security. Who am I?" Very good.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I think we can all see that. So how long have you been doing comedy?
A couple years now.
Nice. How was comedy before COVID? What was it like in DC? Was it a strong scene or?
It's it's a really good scene actually. There's a ton to do. DC itself is still shut down right now. DC proper, but out in Virginia and Maryland and everywhere, we've been having rooms and doing things for several months really. So yeah, it's been up and running for a while. So
oh wow,
maybe we'll all die or we'll make it through. I don't know which will happen. All the comics might die. Yeah, we'll see.
Are you afraid of what we're afraid of? That every comic will have the same material about COVID? Like, oh my God, and when I was in lockdown, you'd be like, oh my God.
I think we've already been through that. Luckily, I've already heard all of the shit. At least I don't hear toilet paper jokes anymore. That's the good thing, because that was the thing in the beginning was our the great toilet paper shortage, and luckily those jokes have all died. So
and we had that as well.
Do I need to rewrite my 2-3 minute set now then?
Block careers, Dwayne. Block careers.
Probably.
You already got rid of the hat, so we're good to go. Man.
Well, thanks. Yeah. It's a very slow strip tease, Dwayne.
Oh,
Your coat's coming off in a few minutes as well.
Oh,
right.
Don't go too slow. It's been a long time, bro. I'm married. I can't take much.
Oh, I feel you, man.
Comes in like, what the fuck are you watching? Why is our leprechaun stripping?
Why isn't there a leprechaun stripping? It's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna Google that when we finish here. Leprechaun stripping, and I guarantee you'll find something.
Yeah.
Just you.
Or anyone who's listening now, can they Google that and just put up a link?
I want to know, will that leprechaun still have the squeaky voice? Like, well, how's it going? Come here.
That's Mike. That's Michael D. That's Michael D.
Come here to me. Come here to me.
There is a practical reason why I have this costume. I have worn this for work. Strangely enough.
Are you a stripping leprechaun for your job?
Yeah, is that what you do?
Am I stripping leprechaun? No.
You're busy 1 week a year.
Don't rule it out.
I'm an actor who I sometimes play characters at corporate events. And I often have to play.
Please don't strip.
Oh, that's my wife. That's my wife.
You see too much of it already.
Don't do it.
See, she knows I will. Like, that's the problem.
Don't.
Please don't
get the show blocked. You get the show blocked. They'd be like, no. Yeah.
I'll just do the top half. But that's
okay.
No, I won't. No, seriously, she
don't.
will come down and stop me. No, I was saying I've worn this for corporate events where I've been asked to play, and I'm 6'2", so it's a bit. It's meant to be ironic that I'm a tall leprechaun, which tends to just go over people's heads.
I can just imagine you being a very grumpy leprechaun.
That is exactly what I play, Jack. I play a grumpy, hungover leprechaun.
So basically,
generally to a bunch of Americans, Dwayne.
I'm just aren't
I've also played Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But they expect you to be nice and jolly, and I'm usually hungover with a bottle of whiskey, empty bottle of whiskey in my hand. And when they ask me to get pictures, I usually tell them to politely feck off. I've got a headache. Leave me alone. Yeah. It's a bit more explicit than that.
I think the idea of a leprechaun stripping,
and I get paid for it.
I bet over in America that's really
we're back to that.
You know, right? It's like the Irish accent. Everywhere else it's really cool and exotic. Everyone's got an Irish accent here. It's not in no way exotic. It's boring.
They had the naked cowboy over there in New York. They're way ahead of us.
It's true.
Over there.
Yeah.
He's dead now, isn't he?
No, he's in Florida. He just got arrested.
Oh,
all right.
I thought he died from hypothermia. Did he?
Maybe you can take his place.
He got arrested
for him.
No, he didn't die. He didn't die of
hypothermia. No.
He's still kicking.
No.
Yeah.
There were multiple naked cowboys.
Go.
It became a franchise. You
That's
could
more than one.
hire Patty Whitey and then run around New York with a guitar and be the naked cowboy. They had
naked. Yeah.
That's also Texas, isn't it?
Well, most
Is that not also in Texas? Yeah.
Right.
Very much.
Could be a brand. Dwayne, you could be the naked comic.
That's a bad idea. Very bad idea.
Dwayne, can I just Dwayne, can I ask you, would your wife object to you stripping?
It depends on the check that it would bring in.
Really,
it comes down to money.
He had to think about that.
Maybe I
your wife straight away.
Because there's always two sides of the coin.
She's done it again. Please don't strip.
No.
Was she saying that to me this time?
Oh, you did that. Was it? I thought she sent it again. Like that. I don't
No.
listen first time. I have to tell him twice.
I feel like Danny's getting.
Everybody
he's
has
getting
a price.
his.
You know what I mean? Everybody.
I just need to shout up the. I'm not going to strip. There, I told her.
Are you talking to the kids or your wife?
No one's home.
Both.
Both. Yeah.
Daddy, please don't strip.
No, not again. They're like, I thought you were doing comedy. You said you were doing comedy.
Haha.
Yeah.
Every time he brings up the costume, every time.
All right. So, Dwayne, are you ready to do some comedy?
Sure, man. Let's talk about it. Let's do
Some comedy, fully clothed, non-nudity comedy.
All right, hold on. Let me rework this for a second.
All right. Okay. All the way from Virginia. It is Dewayne White, everyone. Woo!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, thanks for coming out. Hey, it's Women's History Month over here. It was just International Women's Day, so in honor of that, I want to say, ladies, you fucking have amazing sex toys. Can we just say that? That is, you guys have amazing thing. Holy crap! There's a team of scientists right now locked away in a mountain somewhere. Working on new ways for you to have orgasms. It's ridiculous. And what do we have? What do we have, guys? What a fleshlight. That's like the best thing we can hope for. That's all we have. And that is just a tube of foam. That's all it is. And it's not even it's weird orange foam. It's not even good stuff. It's like fucking a Muppet, basically, is what that is. And not even a cool Muppet. Like if it was like Animal or Gonzo, that would be cool. But you're just like banging away at Beaker, like beep 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 all day. It doesn't even. It's no fun. Here's the trouble. Here's the trouble with sex toys. It's where we start. Because for men's sex toys, it's like this is a vagina, and it's the best thing on. It's the best sex toy you can get. So it's like we can get you here, right? That's the best. And for like women, it's like this is a penis. You'll never need that shit again, ever. It's obsolete. It's like dial-up. It's the same thing. At this point, it's ridiculous. I think the number one best-selling sex toy on the market right now for women is a thing called the womanizer. I don't know if you've seen this. This thing is, yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Here's the thing. They have found. Here's how it works. They create a miniature tornado on a woman's happy button. And yeah, they found a way to harness the power that used to be used to destroy a trailer park in like Topeka, Kansas, just to make you have an orgasm. That's insane. And meanwhile, what I get to do, I get to go home and fucking overpriced pool noodle. That's all we have. That's it. I don't know. Women's groups were pissed when it first came out because they were like, "Oh, you can't call it the womanizer. That's misogynistic. That's degrading to women." And then they used it. They're like, "You can call that shit whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter anymore. It's fine." The Chris Brown, Ike Turner, nobody cares. It's fine. Which proves, I don't know. When I was a kid, they used to tell us this thing. They used to say, if you build a better mousetrap, that people will beat their way to your door. And especially if you make that mousetrap make someone have an orgasm in like 30 seconds, you can call it the Weinstein windup. Nobody gives a shit. It's fine. But I think that's it for me, guys. Thanks a lot. My name's Dewayne.
Dewayne White, everyone.
Yeah.
Guys, if we're not laughing on this show, we're learning. You're learning.
Trying to teach.
I learned.
I learned a lot about marriage. After a while, you start looking, going, "Oh, you've got all the good sex toys. We only have the fucking Beaker."
Right.
And Dwayne, does your fleshlight look like Beaker? Does it make the noises?
I don't actually own a fleshlight. As far that, well, okay, I'm legally obligated to say that.
Okay. Oh my god! But
No,
while you were performing,
can I just say, can I just say,
got one of these.
two of my children were in the kitchen the whole time. What's that?
Oh, sorry.
Look at this. Congratulations, you've been
Oh, nice.
selected among the winners
Yay!
of
Well done, man.
$5,000.
Let's all
Thanks,
text
Right.
me.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh,
Yay!
they just need our bank account details, do they?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I already sent mine.
Brilliant.
So that
Okay.
was mine.
That is
I-
in no way spam.
Yeah.
But Tanny's like,
I
yes.
I'll give it a go. I once got a phone call.
No, you got kids,
Literally,
Tanny.
I'm not meant.
Don't.
I got a phone call from this guy, and he said, "This is whoever. This is revenue, and we've a refund to give you. I just need your bank account details." And I really wanted to actually say, but all I could do was laugh. All I could do was just laugh at him. But I really wanted to just start just randomly calling out numbers to him, as if fucking revenue would ever ring you to tell you you've got,
Give you money
It's-
back.
you know, and
It's-
you're going to
it's-
give you money back and over the phone.
It's like when they ring you up
I'm
and
going
go,
to give you some money back. There's something wrong
we've
with that.
heard
What?
you've been in an accident.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one? You know when they ring you up and go, hello, have you been in an accident? What if
No.
they get a guy and he goes, yeah, I have. I'm like, yeah, I used to get this call. I goes, we've heard you've been in an accident recently. And I'd be like, what? I have? When?
That's the future.
It must have been terrible. I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Was it a concussion?
Yeah.
Did I survive?
No, you didn't.
Tell all of our
No shit. You're in heaven. You're getting spam calls in heaven now.
Catherine
Yeah, I'm
said,
fucking limbo. That's where we are right now.
Dwayne,
Dial
Catherine
up.
laughed at dial up. She liked that. bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all remember dial up. Yeah.
I'm
Do you know who
taking this
remembers
off. I'm
dial
getting
up?
too hot.
David Fleming, because he's our
Oh,
next
yeah, I
comedian.
don't remember.
All right.
What? How,
Yay.
how old are you?
I'm 36, but like we didn't
What?
have
You
the
look younger.
No. Oh, thanks. Thanks very much. Thanks. I
You
should have
fuck-
lied.
yeah, you
I fucked that up, didn't I? Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
yeah, you look much younger. Yeah.
Hey, is it too late to say that I'm 28? Would that wash?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
I believe
No.
if you're
Well, I'm 28 then. I don't remember dial up. Fucking kids these
Yeah.
days, man.
Did you just not? Fuck, my beer just came
Oh no.
everywhere.
Game all over you, Jack.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So you're getting $5,000 in the mail, and then your beer's coming along. It's your lucky day today.
I just got very excited.
Yeah.
So how are you, David? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Considering, yeah. I'm enjoying myself, you know.
All good. How's
Yeah.
life? How's
Life.
Dublin? All right.
Dublin is looking fantastic. I think you'd agree. Very iconic.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Fucking
very
looking
iconic.
grey.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not. It's a bit empty. I'll go into it a bit more on my my little set. You know, give you a little few jokes about the empty streets, Jack. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I remember. So obviously, it's a 1 year anniversary of COVID.
Yeah.
So this year we found out, oh my god, it's a virus, and then everything started shutting down.
Yeah.
I remember going to work on Paddy's Day last year, and it was like dead. Like usually the streets would be crazy, full of everybody. As I said, vomit and fluids. Nothing, just
Fluids everywhere.
no fluids. So it was so clean.
The
I didn't
lippy was
like it.
dried up even. You know.
I didn't like
Nothing.
it. There should be people vomiting at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Exactly.
right here.
The next day.
Yeah. People sometimes go crazy on Paddy's Day, and they start drinking like months before it just to prep.
Yeah, and every day then as well. Every day
Yeah.
afterwards. Well, just to keep it going. You know, just to be ready.
A whole
Ready to
lifetime.
strike when it happens. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And how's comedy?
Comedy's good. And obviously, I did one or two online gigs, and not too many. But I was lucky enough to do a gig last August, like when everything opened up. So that was deadly, like to be able to actually get in and
Nice.
do an actual gig, you know. Because the last one I did was probably this time last year, I think, out in Bray. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I think doing some writing and stuff like that.
It's going to be weird going back to live gigs and seeing people's like legs
Yeah.
on the streets, and their shoes.
Well, I wonder about people still not be wearing anything from the bottom down. Everyone's just
Yeah,
wearing tracksuit bottoms constantly, like, you know, when we go
I hope that's our pajamas.
That's
Yeah.
not how I pictured it when you said that, but okay.
I mean,
This
like that could be fun
show
too.
has been all about stripping and nudity.
What? Yeah, there's a theme.
Sorry,
Paddy's Day episode, you know, you gotta have some nudity.
sorry,
Yeah,
Stripping,
you do.
you know.
yeah, absolutely. You know,
I've been
there's always
enjoying
that.
the downfall of the royal family, though. I think that's been good. I think as a coming up to Paddy's
Yeah.
Day, you know, any self-respecting Irishman would enjoy that. I think you would agree, lads. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah,
yeah,
they are.
it was but I realize, like, no one is safe. If the royals are getting attacked and they make TV shows about them, a studio will happily make a TV show about our lives.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah.
I obviously as an Irish person, you know, we were brought up to hate the royals, right? Anything kind of to do with the royal family. But I started watching The Crown because my wife was watching it, not because I wanted to watch it. Right? So I was watching it with her, and I fucking loved them. I loved them.
I know. It's
They are
brilliant.
brilliant. I'm going up. They were involved with the Nazis.
Oh yeah.
They're all screwing each other. You know, they're all like all sorts of affairs.
It's kind of like
fucking brilliant.
Keeping Up with the Windsors.
It's better than that. It's better than any soap. It's better than Coronation Street, EastEnders, all them put together, Emmerdale. It's business.
Did anyone else watch the interview with Oprah and go, "This is going to make a great 12th
Yeah.
season"? Like, I can just imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing is, Jack, my wife informed me. I keep saying my wife. I haven't not only this. My wife informed me that
she real?
the writer has said he'll wait 20 years. He'll only wait. He waits 20 years before he'll put anything in the show.
Because he doesn't
Yeah.
want to get
So we'll have to wait.
Okay, fair.
Imagine probably,
Trump.
but he said,
you know when Trump met the Queen.
when Trump,
Like, that would be.
I know,
That'd be amazing.
Even
Imagine
that.
we'd be like,
Boris. When
Yeah, it would
Boris
be
goes
like-
in to have the
be
meetings
like-
with her, she'll
Do you
want to be
remember-
pushing his hair.
do you remember Trump? And we'd be like, oh
Definitely.
yeah. Do you remember him
Trump
and
and
Twitter?
Trump.
Do you remember Twitter? You could cancel people like that.
It's
Amazing. Cancel
Yeah.
brands and companies.
You know.
He'd be like, it's great.
It's
It's so good to meet you. It's a great honor. So good. It's great.
You're lucky to meet me.
It's a great honor.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, love the place, love the castle, love the little place you got here, Liz. I think I should play Trump. I'm gonna go for it.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
yeah.
So we'll go back to David.
You're very Jack. You're very close to the hair anyway. You just have to dye it. You just have to get the quiff a bit more.
A bit Boris and a bit Trump, the two of them
Yeah.
together today. Boris and Trump.
We're gonna go back to David because it's David's time. It's David's time. David, do you like films?
Do I like films?
What
I do,
what
yeah.
else do I talk to you about? Do you like magpies?
I have. They're good look. You know, I'm a very superstitious man. You know.
Two for joy.
I was say that again. Two for joy.
Two for
Exactly.
joy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Good man. Yeah. So symbols of Dublin, magpies. We got some shit back here. You know.
I don't think I've seen many magpies in Dublin. I've seen pigeons. and
You've seen
seagulls.
everything. You're not going to the right spots,
Loads of
man.
magpies. Yeah.
You're not going to the right spots. That's the
Maybe
problem.
it's because the seagulls in Dublin are so aggressive.
Yeah.
They are so scary. Like,
Yeah.
give me a burger.
You got €2 for a hostel, man.
Yeah. Do you have any breadcrumbs? Do you? Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah, it's not easy. Anyway, David, are you ready? Are you ready to hit the stage?
I am.
Ready to-
I'm ready as I'll ever be, man.
Right, he was born ready. Okay, all the way from Dublin. It's David Fleming, everyone.
So obviously Paddy's Day is coming up a few days from now. It has a special significance for my family and I. My brother was actually born on Paddy's Day, and one of my earliest memories is being in the Rotunda Hospital, looking out the window down at the parade and thinking, I'm gonna have to share all my fucking toys now. Fuck's sake. But it's lost its meaning over the years. It's just a big day of drinking here. Like, you know, I'm not giving up drinking. This is actually a non-alcoholic beer. Like, so Paddy's Day doesn't really have any appeal for me anymore. You know, it's just like every other day, an agonizing struggle to find meaning in life. And we won't even have a parade this year. Town's going to be empty, like, you know, like it has been for the last year, as Jack just said, except for racist lockdown demonstrators. Neighborhoods are the backbone of our economy, and 14-year-old drug dealers on electric scooters. You know. But call me old-fashioned, but like, you know, I don't want to buy drugs from a child. Like, you know, I want to have an awkward conversation with someone that I pretend to know anything about. You know. What's going on, man? Yeah. I'm game. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, 2 was it? Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So that's the way it should be, right? You know, I don't even know like what I would talk to a 14-year-old drug dealer about, to be honest. Fortnite, maybe something like that. But yeah, that's all I got. That's me.
David Fleming, everyone.
Woo!
Represent Dublin. Represent.
Yep.
Dublin. What's that non-alcoholic beverage taste like?
It's actually all right. Believe it or not, I know I'm not really selling it. Actually, all right. That's actually
Okay.
It's
Sounds
actually
awful.
not terrible.
My favorite joke, and I can't claim this joke because it's not mine. I heard it from another comedian. I can't remember who, about alcoholic beer. Is he said it's a bit like going down on your sister. It tastes the same, but you know it's just not right.
That was David Savage.
Oh, I wouldn't go.
Was it? It was Max Savage.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well done.
But he
Trust
did
Max Savage to come up with a
this
come up with a
guy
joke
has a
like
character of an old man, and he's like, yes.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was obviously in the international one. I heard him.
There you go.
So our next comedian is Kelly, all the way from Toronto. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm actually in a lot of pain right now. I'll be totally honest.
Okay.
I put my neck out, so I can't turn my neck out. I'm standing.
Oh, brilliant!
It's great.
Wow, you're standing?
I'm standing because I can't sit. I can't sit right now. It hurts.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
It's wonderful. I can't move. I'm like disassociated. I'm already celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and
Are you on painkillers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With alcohol.
Mix
them with alcohol. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. That's a Paddy's Day cocktail.
Well,
that's a Paddy's Day cocktail there.
Absolutely. Painkillers.
I'll be fine.
Irish people always go, "Oh, I'm on painkillers, but can I still drink?"
No. Or do you know when you're on antibiotics and you're out with your friends and you're like, you know, you might be out and they go, I'm on antibiotics. Your friends go, oh, brilliant, you'll get drunk much quicker. Deadly. So it's a bonus. Some friends will even ask you, can I get an antibiotic off you? So it's great.
My friends haven't done that so much, but maybe I need new friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Dewayne and Kelly are going to go back and say they are alcoholics. That stereotype is true. They do nothing but drink alcohol. Yeah, it is though. We drink a lot.
You do.
You can never drink ever again. You know.
Well, I'm drinking water. I'm not drinking, but it's only. It's not that we drink. You're right. It's not that we drink. It's not that we drink all the time. It's that when we drink to get drunk.
You do it well.
Like you guys, like you guys like to go out and have, you know, it's one or two drinks. We don't see the point in that. You know what I mean?
Well,
we think that's.
I don't think you've met my family.
Yeah, you haven't met my family.
I want to. I want to.
Yeah. No, my dad will know your drink order long before your name. Like I come from very boozy people.
Really?
I'm
So will you
Latvian.
go? Will you say, "Oh, did you met my friend?" And he'd be like, "Half pint of Guinness."
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, vodka and coke.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but I've been over to America. I was in LA once. And I was working on something, and nearly everybody I was working with from America had a DOI, had claimed they had a drink problem. You know, had been in rehab, and I was just like, "That's just all my mates back home. They've all, we've all like just
normal.
drank that
That's
much and
normal.
had that much drugs. We don't go to rehab for it. We just grow up. We just mature, and we have children, and then we get a mortgage. We can't afford. We just can't afford to do it as much. That's
Rehab in Ireland is just like you need to hold your liquor better. That's what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to pay your bills.
Be such a bitch and drink.
You have to hold your liquor because you've got responsibility now. We're like, feck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds very much like Latvian life. Because when I tell my dad I'm not drinking, because occasionally I'll do like a bit of a detox, which I'm doing now. Just no booze.
I mean, you're allowed.
Yeah, and my dad will automatically assume something's wrong with me. Will ask if he can make me a drink to tell me why I'm not drinking, and it's like it doesn't work that way.
He's telling me
I know.
Yeah.
So I have those days. I used to go out and just have water, and they'd be like, "Why aren't you drinking? What's wrong?"
Yeah.
It's all right, Kelly. It's all right. This is a safe space. You don't have to drink if you don't want to.
I'm glad.
Jack, you haven't asked Kelly the very important questions. How did you hurt your neck?
I haven't got onto that bit yet, Danny. Thank you.
Well, come on.
Thank you.
I wish it was a better story.
Go on, it has to be a good story. Kelly, what you do?
Dude, I was brushing my hair.
What?
You got your hair caught in a door or something.
What was your?
If you would have had a few drinks, that would have never happened.
Yeah,
that's an excellent. Exactly.
If I wasn't sober, I would be okay. But I decided to brush my hair, and I have naturally curly hair, so I never brush my hair. I always just scrunch it. But I'm like, I'm gonna brush it for. Yeah, so. It's my own fault. I'm also over 40, so you injure yourself in weird ways when you get to a certain stage in life. Like, I've woken up with my knee that's like out of place. It's like, how did I do that?
Yeah. You sleep wrong, and then you've got a sore back for the whole day.
That or like I'm a superhero in my sleep. I don't know what I'm doing at night.
Maybe you're a werewolf.
Crime. Maybe you are a werewolf. Yeah, you're like. That's what happened with your hair. You tried to warn me.
It'll teach me. To brush.
Yeah. No, but one thing I've noticed is your energy is being fantastic. You've got such a nice beam of energy. If only like someone like David had that.
I'll send some over on a magpie. I'll just put them on a magpie.
He's all Irish and insecure, you know?
Yeah. That's the Catholic Church way.
That's it, yeah. No, I'm only messing. I'm only messing.
That's the coffee.
And how long have you been doing comedy?
Well, I've been technically since I was 16. I started as a technician in comedy clubs in Toronto. I'd set up the sound, put the mic up, do all that stuff. And then when I was 37, I did my very first stand-up set. So it's been about 5.5 years that I've been doing stand-up.
You've been in the biz for a long time, and then you were like,
wow,
these guys are crap.
Years.
I'm going to go up.
Yeah. It took almost 20 some odd years to be the one to go on the stage with the mic.
Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I compare myself to bad comedians, and I'm like, here, listen, I can't be worse than that guy. No funny bone in that man's body.
I just wanted to give it a go. Like all those times I was working as a tech, I never thought, I could be better than that person or that person. I loved being a tech in the clubs. I loved it. But I got the gumption one day. I had a bit of a voice in my head saying, you should try that. You should try that. And I was like, who's talking to me? So I finally bit the bullet and went up. having never taken a class, I just got
What
up.
was your first open mic like?
I ended up doing, I still have it recorded. I ended up doing 7 minutes. I was supposed to do 5. I did 7. So, oopsies.
That's right, we've all been there.
I know. It was rough, but I got enough laughs that I was like, I'm gonna do that again. So,
yeah. I feel like I've heard comedians talk about like the first few times they've gone up have gone so well, and they're like, oh my god, I'm amazing, and then they hit a level and they just bomb, and they bomb and they bomb and they bomb, and then they have to work.
Yeah,
you have to bomb.
You do have to bomb, and I still bomb. I've been bombing on Zoom. It hurts just as much, but you can't.
It hurts worse. You're in your house.
I find I find with Zoom.
I intend bombing tonight.
Probably will. If all else fails, just
haven't bombed in a while.
Take it off, Danny.
But that happened to me. But I did a set one time, and I thought, and it went ridiculously well. And I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna smash this every night. And then I just had night after night of bomb, and I went, what the fuck is happening? And I couldn't figure it out. And it's just you just have to. It's the hardest thing. Like you know, you were saying, Jack, there about kind of going up after someone who's bad. I used to think that would be a good thing. You know, someone who's really someone who kind of bombs, and you go, "Oh, this would be great." And no, because the audience is in such a shite mood. You then realize, no, I want to go on after someone who's done a great set, and the audience is in such a good humor, and then you come on. It's a weird like.
But then you don't want.
There's a psychology to an audience.
Because then they'll miss that person.
No. Yeah, but even not always though. Not always. There's a psychology to it. I think if you're especially like us, if you're not a well-known comedian, like if somebody goes to see, you know, Dara O'Brien, you know, they know what to get from Dara O'Brien. They know what to expect from them, you know, or you know, but like if I step up, you know, on that, they don't know me, so the audience is just as nervous as me. And then
Dwayne had to go, by the way.
So it's boy, Dwayne. And then it's up to you to kind of settle the audience in, you know, to kind of let them know, you know, you get that laugh out of the way quite quickly, first laugh, and then you go, it's okay, we're going to be, you know, I know what I'm doing here, kind of, hopefully. And then you hope it goes okay.
Yeah, you feel like a bit of a surgeon after that one who bombs when you go up and like patch up the crowd, get the antibiotics, get the drugs in them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I've seen really good comedians bomb as well. Like,
like we all do.
Who are like, it'd
be weird if we didn't.
Yeah.
You learn from bombing.
You do. If you can pick yourself up, if you can pick yourself up, go back up that next night. I've seen on various like Zoom chats with newer comics who have only done comedy on Zoom, which blows my mind. And they've had questions like, what do you do after you bomb? It's like, you go back.
You just have to get up and back on the horse.
But Kelly, can I ask you, what's the audience like? Like, do they over there in Toronto, do they heckle?
Some clubs, I'll be honest, the majority of shows I've done in Toronto have been open mic style with other comics in the room. So you're basically playing to people who are focusing.
They're the worst, though.
It's the worst. And
they're the worst.
We have 3 big clubs here in Toronto where they're encouraged not to do that. They are encouraged to maybe heckle the host, but not necessarily like the middler or the headliner.
We've got the same.
Yeah. So I was heckled once by a guy at a show in Ottawa, Ontario. And after the set, he tried to ask me out. I was like, that's not how this works. No.
What?
So,
what was he shouting like? Hey, you're shit. But
yeah, he said something like that. Yeah, and then after
Kelly, you should have said, yeah, you could have heckled them in bed that night.
Yeah.
No. I said no.
That's crap.
You're
really small.
if he heckled you, you said, "Why would I go out with you? You didn't support me when I needed you the most." That's what I would have said.
That's like something from Love Actually, Jack.
It is, yeah.
I'd be like, no. Maybe I'll write the scene. I'll write a love scene, and
but you see, Irish audiences don't heckle though. They're the fucking worst. The Irish audience, like sometimes you're looking for a heckle because at least you can react to a heckle or you can have a comeback and you can kind of Irish audience
English audiences don't.
They just fucking sit there.
Yeah.
Do they not heckle? I haven't gigged in England.
No.
When I've done shows in New York City, I've dealt with more hecklers than Toronto. I don't really get that.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
What I'd say as well, in Toronto, like it's a Canadian audience, so they're nice.
Yeah.
While when you go to America,
Not necessarily. I think it's a big misconception people have about Canadians that we're super nice. I think we're just really good at like a bait and switch. Like, look over there.
right? Okay.
Then we'll make fun of you.
Good PR.
It's like Ryan Reynolds. He's Canadian, and he said, "What do you guys say?" Like, he goes, "Oh, fuck buddy, fuck buddy." Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
I do love him. He's an awesome. That guy's awesome. That guy is. It makes us look better than we are.
But I had to laugh when he said that. When he goes, "Oh, everything's fuck buddy, fuck buddy."
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Anyway, Kelly, are you ready to hit the stage? Yeah, ready to not get heckled.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, David or Danny don't change their minds. Okay, all the way from Toronto, it is Kelly, everyone. Woo!
Hey!
Woo!
Hello, everybody.
Woo!
It's so good to be here from my kitchen straight to you. And happy COVID-versary, you guys. Yay! Yeah. That's the reaction that should get a, it's not that exciting. I love all these other folks getting their vaccines, celebrating that way. The rollout here in Canada is pretty slow with the COVID vaccine. So I think for the first time in my life, I can honestly say I might feel safer in America right now than Canada. I thought I'd say that. Never thought that would come out of my mouth. I'm a gal who has older parents. Both my mom and dad immigrated to Canada just after the Second World War. And I think because I've got older parents, they've got a different perspective on how their children should be raised. When I was 16, I was hit by a car. Super scary. Hit by a car right outside my high school. And I will never forget when the school called my dad to come get me, and my Eastern European father said, yes, and can my daughter get to bus and get home? I'm closer to bus stop than school. Which is insane. But again, my dad grew up during the Second World War, right? So anything that happened to me, my father would be all, yeah, big deal. I escaped Nazis. And I'm sorry, but the Nazi card, that's a solid card to play if you can play that one. It's a good one. So I got on that bus. And when I got home, my dad taught me how to make my own cast. Yay!
Oh my gosh.
It was a fun activity. But I'm someone who's always longed to be older. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an adult really bad. And I think that just emanated from my personality so much that I got mistaken as the teacher a lot on class trips. Yeah. And it's one thing for boys to be hot for teacher. It is another thing to be mistaken for the teacher. It is not as sexy, I have to say. Anyways, I'm Kelly Zemnickis. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Kelly, everyone. Woo! Excellent. Tremendous. Really great. Really great.
My dad has met Donald Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad.
During World War II?
Not during World War II. No.
This is a terrible war. This is an awful war. It's not great.
Yeah, no. My dad used to run an ad agency in Montreal, and Donald Trump would come hang out with some of the models that he fancied, and my father would have to throw Donald Trump out of the studio.
That's very Trump, isn't it? He loves his models. Melania is a great model. She's great, tremendously great. Yeah,
I don't think that's much.
That's hilarious. Right, well, we're going to move on to our last comedian of the night. It is Danny. Danny's been very... He's not shy.
Have I not said enough? No. Have I not said enough already?
No.
Oh, there. Turn. That's my wife just said, go, Kelly.
Yeah. So hopefully she'll say, go, Danny.
She won't support me. No, she won't. She'll just say...
No way.
Every time I come... Yeah, she is. Dublin.
She's not going to support you.
So she's not supportive. I know,
Irish women like to support us by sometimes throwing us in the deep end, you know.
I know. In fairness, she is very, very supportive. She is extremely supportive. I have to say that because she's listening.
I was about to say, does she have a good
No, she is.
She's very supportive.
No, she is. She is very supportive. Unlike, but don't worry, I have an Irish mother, so you know, I get the non-supportive stuff from her.
My mother supports me when I'm doing well, but when I need support the most, she's like, "You should give up."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a bit late. It's a bit late when you're giving me the
like I'm. Yeah. Like I'm myself and my brother are actors, right? I have a younger brother who's also an actor, and so we're at the stage, you know, where like one of us will get it, or if he gets a job, I'll get a phone call to go, Did you hear Barry got it? Did you hear Barry? Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get something soon. I get the fucking sympathy phone call, you know, when I have to go.
Nice,
I know, I will. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you train?
Yeah, see, that's typical Irish. As an actor? No.
Yeah? No.
Blagged.
Freestyling.
No. Freestyling. No, I trained. I did do a bit of training. I did workshops. I did some one-on-one training, but I more or less learned on the go.
That's it.
I did amateur.
I went to drama school, and you know, it was fine, but I felt like I was in London, but I felt I was too young. Like I really learned when I got out. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it down, but they'd be like, right, do a scene where your wife is dying of cancer, and I'd be like, I've never even had a girlfriend. You know, like I didn't have any experience in life, so I really struggled to do these scenes.
No, it definitely does add to your repertoire if you've had some experience in life, but yeah,
well, they were very interested in like Shakespeare. Like we did a lot of Shakespeare, standing up and yes, mother, take back your pen, you know, stuff like that.
There's not a dagger I see.
Well, yeah, there's not a dagger I see before. But like my brother went down that road. He trained, and he's a very much more successful actor than I am. So yeah, I probably should have.
I don't know. I think everyone's different. You know, you're probably rich.
No,
you spend all this money to train, and then you're like,
in here I'm richer. In here I'm richer, Jack. Yeah.
Fair.
I hate him.
So, how long have you been doing?
No, we both do well. Stand up. God, about 10 years roughly. Nice. So, but I've again, it was like Kelly. It was just one of the things I just wanted to try. It was kind of one of a bucket list things. A mate of mine, another actor friend of mine, was doing this, and I was one of those. I sent an email to the comedy club in the Halfpenny Bridge there, right? You know the
Battle of the Axe.
The one there, Battle of the Axe. Thanks, Jack. That's you know, see, the brain starts fucking going when you get over 40. So Battle of the Axes, and I sent it off, and I just forgot about it. You know, sent the email to him, and then he got back to me like about a month later with my date, which was like 2 months away. So you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, the fucking, you know, it's the day before, and you start shitting yourself and go, fuck. But I was told I had. Well, I do, but I was told I had 7 minutes, and I wrote it. I approached it like an actor, so I wrote like a 7-minute monologue. My set like a monologue, you know. I just wrote it and said that if nobody laughs, I'm just going to get from start to end in the 7 minutes. Without if I don't get booed off, then I'll be happy. But of course, as soon as I started, when I got the first laugh, I just like went, oh, okay, here we go. And I think I did about 10 minutes. So, yeah, I went way over time.
We all go over.
And I know. It's bad. It's a bad habit. I have to stop doing it.
I've heard some people say like stand-up is a form of theatre.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Yeah, it's like
it is a form of theatre. Well, the reason why I got into it is because I had to give up theatre. Because I didn't have to give it up. I chose to give it up because I got pissed off at it. I was in King Lear in the Abbey.
Oh, lovely, sir.
But I was part of the ensemble. Yeah,
okay, right.
So I was part of the ensemble. It was my foot in the door of the Abbey, and I had to. So I spent most of the time as a fucking soldier, standing there with a spear, and because the director was meant to use us as Lear's men, we were meant to be his men, and we kind of go mad with him as he goes mad. You know, there was like 6 of us, but she never got around to kind of. She had too much on her plate, and she'd end up getting to a scene that she had to, you know, place, and she'd go, "You stand there, and you stand there," and you know, so you end up just standing in the corner. You know, for most of the fucking scene. So I just got pissed off with it, bored. I was away from the kids. I was coming home with them all day. Then my wife would come in from work. I would go and do that and just stand for 3 hours. Just and the money is not great. The money is, you know, it's not enough to be away from it. The money is shy. It's very fucking tough. Very rewarding.
It's tough to get people.
Very tough.
Bums and seats.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years. I've been saying you're competing with people who can, like, what, they have to spend like nearly €50 to go to the theatre. Whereas a couple say, you know, and opposed to like €10-20 to go to the cinema, where they can sit there and eat whatever the fuck they want.
Stuff their face.
You know, you can't. Well, you eat nachos and cheese. You can't do that in the Abbey. You can't sit in the Abbey with nachos and cheese.
No, because the whole theatre is designed for sound. Every vibration of the actor's voice will be heard.
You'd have Rafe Fiennes stopping in the middle of a monologue and go, "How dare you eat nachos and cheese when I'm up on stage?"
May I ask you, boy, what flavour Dorito is that?
Worcester crisp.
Lovely.
But it is. My first professional gig was a pantomime, where I played Aladdin, and I can't sing or dance.
Pantomime, that's fine.
Yeah, you're a pantomime.
But and most of pantomime is mime. So you pre-record most of your songs and then you mime, not because you're doing 2 shows a day and it's too much.
What? Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, just glass shattered for Jack. He's never going to a pantomime again.
Oh, fucking shit.
Jack is going to be in this Christmas. Fucking lawyers. Yeah. No, but it is.
No.
It is them singing though, Jack, but they just pre-record it out and they lip synced it. But I had one song that they made me sing live every night. I had to sing this one song live because it was a slow song. It was from Toy Story 2 called "When Somebody Loved Me," and I had to sing that live every night because it was so slow. They didn't want me to mime to it because it would look too much. Just me and the piano, and every night. So this was like Jasmine tells Aladdin that she doesn't love him to save him because he's going to be killed. And she tells me, and she walks off the stage, and then the spotlight would just come on me and my own. The piano would start, and every night, all you'd hear is just rustles of papers and going, "Do you want one of these sweets? Give us a packet of crisps." That's where all the fucking food and stuff will come out, and people start eating, drinks opening, while I'm up there pouring my
because
heart out.
pantomimes are more like the
stuff.
cinema. You can
Yeah.
stuff your face.
They fuck stuff at you. It's a free for all.
Yeah, fair. Danny's lived a tough life.
So I understand why they can't be brought into the theater.
Well, that's why I love stand up, because you get good at this profession, you get good at writing jokes, but you can literally just get a gig and then perform and then work on that and then get the acting gigs.
Yeah. And eating at a gig. Well, people do, don't they?
Yeah. I've eaten.
People do, before
I've gone on stage.
No, like there's someone trying to do comedy and someone's sitting there eating their dinner. Like, I did it once in I think it was the Battle of X.
Yeah.
Battle of the X, and there was a woman there just eating like proper fucking roast or something like that. You're just like fucking hell, so off-putting, like
Yeah.
It's very
off-putting.
Well, I'm sorry, David, that you demand audience members that are full.
yeah. Want a drink? That's all. That's fine. That's good. Don't
you know who I am?
But they're. Yeah. Excuse me, folks. It's David Fleming is playing tonight. We can't have any drink or food in the premises. You're dead right, Dave. You're
David comes
dead
and
right,
takes the plate. Takes the plate. Which we'll get back this back after yeah. Right.
So
are you ready to hit the stage? You ready to show us what you got?
Am I ready? I think so. Yeah, I'll try. I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
All the way from Aladdin in the pantomime. It is Danny O'Connor, everyone.
Yay! How's it going? So I was going to try not talk about lockdown and COVID and all, but I kind of can't help talking about it because, who the fuck eats a bat? Do you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck eats? Sorry, who the fuck eats bats? I had to get that off my chest. I'm not sure if that's exactly how the pandemic has started. It reminds me of like do you remember when the AIDS pandemic started? And that was reported because that AIDS came from monkeys. So obviously somebody had sex with a monkey. I could kind of understand how that happened. That's understandable. I can kind of understand maybe somebody was feeling very lonely. They can't get a girlfriend and they saw a monkey and decided to fuck a monkey. That's I can see that. Or maybe they worked in a zoo and there was those monkeys that stick their arse out, what they called the baboons. You know what I mean? And maybe they couldn't help themselves and decided to fuck a monkey. And then the AIDS pandemic started. I can understand how that could happen. But eating a fucking bat, there's enough food in the world. There's enough variety in the world. Okay. And now with COVID, anyway, everything fucking tastes the same because we've no taste buds or smells. So everything literally takes the fucking same because of that person. Thanks for that. I'm stuck in. I've been stuck doing homeschooling for the past 2 months. I don't know. I've got 3 kids. I've been doing homeschooling, and it's been really difficult because my kids have not only told me how shit I am as a parent, how shit I am as a teacher as well. It's also reminded me. It's also actually reminded me how stupid I actually am. Right, that's what all homeschooling has done. Is that I now I had to actually Google how to do long division again. I've completely fucking forgot. And apparently subtraction. They're doing subtraction completely different the way I was taught. You don't carry the one anymore. You take it from the other fucking side. I can't even and what was wrong with the way we did subtraction? It was fine. You give it the one and then you carry the one over and it moves on to the fucking next side. You don't have to. They've just changed it without telling us. My kids it's also now showing my kids how stupid I am. That's the other thing. I used to be able to get away with it, but now my kids would be like, Daddy, how do you spell confusion? And they've seen me like on my phone, like fucking they going, are you just Googling that? Are you just Googling? And I go, no, I'm not. I'm just answering your mammy there while I'm confused. Yeah. And they've seen me Googling everything. It's not fair. And I've also been starting to feel really, really old with this lately. I've been getting aches and pains everywhere. Bev has said, stop talking about monkey sex. Oh, stop talking about monkey sex. All right, yeah. And that's our code word. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting old. I'm starting to feel like things are starting to happen to my body that are starting to make me feel old. Like there's a little thing like when I'm going to the toilet, so after I urinate, no matter how many times I shake, right, a little bit of urine still, when I put my penis back in, a little bit of urine still comes out, and just like not a lot, just a little bit comes out and just is left then on my boxers. And I went to the doctor about, I thought like I had maybe, I don't know, a urine infection or a bladder infection, so, you know, some sort of an infection. And I went to my doctor about this, and I told him about it, and he just went, yeah, that was his answer, just yeah, as if to say that's what happens to you when you get to that age. As if to say, he was kind of more or less telling me, I've got a little bit of piss in my underwear here as well. That's where I have to prop it. And it's not even like that. It's like you kind of get used to it. You know, it's a bit uncomfortable, but it reminds you how old you're getting, because you have that little cold, wet, fucking piss spit in your pants then until it dries. So like you, every so often, you kind of like, you know, you feel it and you're like, fuck, I'm old again. A little bit of piss on my pants. That's been annoying. And the other thing that I've gone through, one thing that's kind of getting me through is I'm doing a lot of this at the moment, right? Which is sock pairing. Which I don't know if any of you have done this, but sock pairing, right? It's not a nice job. It's not a pleasant job. But I basically do this. I do this for my kids, right? So I have to find the pair and see. And what's really annoying is when you get a sock like that, right? And then you find another one that you think it's a match, but it's not. It's slightly different. And I actually have a bag full of socks here. See all these socks? These are all odd socks. Okay? These are all socks. Oh, look, there's a fucking match. Look at that. Look at that. Live. I've just, you don't know the satisfaction. I didn't plan that. I literally did not fucking plan that. Do you see that sock? That sock has been in that bag for about 3 weeks, right? Because what happens to me is I'm in a dilemma, right? Well, I'm in a dilemma when I have a sock and I don't have a match. I have a choice. I either throw the sock out and just let it go, or I go, that sock, that other one is gone, or else I hold on to it in the bag here. And as you can see, I can't throw them out because the socks have started talking to me. They've kind of give little voices. So if I have a sock and I go, right, sorry, mate, you'll have to go because I can't find the match for you. The sock just kind of says, "Go, no, please don't throw me out because my other half is somewhere there. Please hold on to me." And I end up kind of, I'm not fucking joking with you. This is what I've actually started doing. I've actually started talking to the sock, and then some of them will have like some of them will have other voices like, "No, please don't throw me out. Come on, I'm cool. Look at me. I've got things on the." So that's I'm going to end on this now because I'm so fucking happy. I found the match. Here we go. Thanks, guys.
Hang on. Hang on, I'm struggling. Something's happened with the system. Fuck.
That.
No, go. Sorry. What is up?
Left me on. That's okay. It's just left me in the sock.
It's just yeah. What other socks are in there?
We're having difficulties at the moment. It wouldn't let. Oh, I just got rid of him. It would not let me.
Oh no, he's gone. Oh, him in the socks. He's gone.
I'll get him back. Don't worry, I'm gonna get him back. Here we go.
I'm here.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. So just before we go, Kelly, you want to promote your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I host a baking show. I'm literally always in my kitchen. It's kind of funny. But my YouTube channel is my name, so Kelly Zemnickis. And twice a week, I put out new episodes of my show. It'll Be Fine, a baking show. Nice. So, yeah, definitely tune in.
What we'll do is, Kelly, we will share the show on our Instagram and our Facebook.
That'd be awesome.
So people can check it out, and the link will be there, and they can follow you. Right, I'm going to steal the audience for just 2 seconds. I just want to thank them so much for watching. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the show, and you'd like to support us, here's a link. You can throw us a few quids. Unfortunately, this show isn't free to run. I've got to pay for StreamYard and all this. I actually lose money running this show, but it's worth it because I have so much fun. So yeah, throw me a few quid if you know, yeah, wow.
Oh, hey, it's me.
I got rid of myself. Sorry about that. Right, guys. Great show. Thanks for coming on. Shall we wave bye to the audience? Bye, audience.
Bye, audience.
Bye. Well done, everyone.
Bye.